second place finisher, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler!
I solemnly swear, from this moment forward, that I will never lose again.
Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler!
That's right. What's next?
Shit. Come on. Come on.
This is the guy that I fought for.
There are bodybuilders, and then there are legends. Men whose names echo in iron, whose sweat and sacrifice built more than muscle. They built a legacy. Jay Cutler wasn't the biggest freak in the lineup. He didn't explode onto the scene with overnight wins. No, his greatness came through persistence, precision, and painstaking effort. This is the story of a man who took second place not once, but 4 times, and still came back to conquer the sport of bodybuilding. Not for 1 title, but 4. This is the story of Jay Cutler. He was born in 1973 in Massachusetts. Jay Cutler was the youngest of 7 kids. He grew up in a working class family and learned discipline early by working for his brother's concrete company, pouring driveways, sidewalks, and foundations as a teen. At just 18 years old, Jay was already training hard, sculpting his body while studying criminal justice in college. But that's when the iron got his grip on it. He stepped on stage for the first time in 1993, and by 1996 he had earned his pro card. Jay didn't just want to win shows, he wanted to dominate bodybuilding. He studied every great, Arnold, Haney, Dorian, and set his sights on the ultimate crown, the Mr. Olympia. Jay began climbing the ranks with his trademark work ethic and freakish quads. He wasn't blessed with the aesthetics of Flex Wheeler or the freak size of Marcus Rule, but what he had was work ethic that few could match. From 2000 to 2005, he dominated shows like the Iron Man, Arnold Classic, and Night of Champions. And in the Olympia, he was the runner-up, always second to one man, Ronnie Coleman. But Jay didn't crumble. He studied Ronnie. He pushed harder. He knew that his time would come. He just had to wait for it. And for the rivalry with Ronnie Coleman that happened from 2001 to 2005, Jay Cutler was second place at the Mr. Olympia 4 times. In 01, he almost beat Ronnie. Some say he should have, but politics and the unbeatable shadow of the king kept him at bay. While others might have given up, Jay only dug deeper. He documented everything: meals, reps, posing, routines. His motto: control what you can control. By 06, Ronnie was older, slowing down. He wasn't the same. And Jay, he was peaking. In one of the most iconic upsets in Olympia history, Jay Cutler finally dethroned Ronnie Coleman, ending his 8-year reign and claiming his own title as Mr. Olympia. Jay didn't know what to do. He was struck to see Ronnie sad, but it was his time to shine. Jay didn't just win once. He came back in 07 and defended his title. Although it was pretty controversial with Victor Martinez, but he was able to win over all odds. He was now the face of bodybuilding, magazines, sponsorships, seminars. He became one of the most recognized pros in the sport's history. But in 08, the unthinkable happened. He lost. Dexter Jackson brought zero sharp conditioning and beat Jay on the Olympia stage. People thought Jay's time was over, but Jay had one more comeback in him. In 09, with something to prove, he came in at his all-time best, massive, shredded, and confident. He reclaimed his Mr. Olympia title, becoming the only man in history to lose the title and win it back. He would defend the title again in 2010, making him a 4 times Mr. Olympia. Jay Cutler's success wasn't just about training, it was mindset. He wasn't loud or arrogant. He was calculated. He outworked everyone. He knew how to recover, how to plan, how to stay consistent for decades. When others cheated on their diets or skipped a session, Jay was already 2 weeks ahead. Even now, his discipline inspires the next generation, and not just bodybuilders, entrepreneurs, lifters, athletes, anyone who knows what it means to chase a goal obsessively. After retiring, Jay didn't fade away. He built a business empire, launching Cutler Nutrition, real estate ventures, and staying active in the sport. He was one of the most successful bodybuilders ever. Gen Z fans discovered him through TikTok edits, Olympia replays, and YouTube clips, giving him a second wave of recognition. He speaks at events, supports young athletes, and promotes the sport consistently, making him one of the greatest ambassadors for bodybuilding. For Jay, the work never stopped, it just evolved. Jay Cutler never saw second place as failure. He saw it as a challenge. He wasn't the most genetically gifted, or with the prettiest structure, or the loudest, or the most controversial, but he was the most consistent, the most disciplined, and the most relentless. A man who never gave up. And in doing so, Jay Cutler became more than a champion. He became a symbol of what happens when hard work meets patience and grit. Jay Cutler, a name carved in Olympia history, and a legend who walked through fire to earn it, making him one of the best bodybuilders in history. Let me know who you would like to see me make a video about later on, and peace out.